Hello everyone. Think your daily commute is rough? Wait until you see these. From cliff-hugging paths to roads swallowed by landslides, these are the world's most dangerous roads, where one wrong move could be your last. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. You can't climb a mountain sitting on your couch, but with a well-insured car, you can even take on the Himalayas. Just make sure to avoid situations like this. A heart-stopping moment captured on video. A massive landslide near Reshi in West Sikkim sends earth and debris crashing down the mountainside. Cahill's Crossing in Australia might look like an ordinary road over a river, but don't be fooled. This flooded causeway in the Northern Territory is notorious for being one of the most dangerous river crossings in the country. Why? Because it's crawling with saltwater crocodiles. Dozens of them. Located in Kakadu National Park, the crossing regularly floods with the tide, turning the road into a crocodile-infested stream. People still risk driving across, and some even try to wade through, a decision that's gone terribly wrong more than once. Glass bridges might give tourists a quick adrenaline rush, but they're nothing compared to the Ginsky Bridge in Siberia. Towering 15 meters above the ground and stretching a staggering 570 meters, this rickety structure was once a lifeline for vehicles. Even in its dangerously decayed state, locals braved its creaking planks and gaping holes, until nature had the final say. In 2018, powerful ice drifts ripped through its supports, bringing an end to one of the most nerve-wracking crossings in the world. The roads in Hawaii aren't more dangerous than those elsewhere in the world, except for the fact that there's an active volcano nearby. In 2018, Kilauea, one of the largest volcanoes on the island, erupted. Hot lava flows reached the roads, rendering them completely impassable. High in the remote mountains of Pakistan's Kalaro Valley lies a road so dangerous, it looks like something out of a nightmare. Carved into sheer cliffs with no guardrails, this narrow dirt path leaves no room for error. One slip, and you're falling hundreds of feet into the valley below. Deep in the heart of Nepal's Himalayas, the Canary Highway is a road that tests courage like no other. Winding through towering cliffs and unstable terrain, this razor-thin path offers no barriers. Just a steep drop that disappears into fog and forest far below. Rain and rockfalls make it even worse. Mud turns the road into a slippery mess, while sudden landslides can block the path or push vehicles dangerously close to the edge. One wrong move here doesn't leave room for second chances. Shockingly, this terrifying highway is part of daily life for locals. Buses packed with people, motorcycles, and even livestock travel it every day. Not because they want to, but because they have no other choice. It's not just a road, it's a lifeline balanced on disaster.
4.9 kilometers, then turn.
This stretch of highway may look like something straight out of a Hot Wheels set, but it's terrifyingly real. Located in Norway, the so-called Drunk Bridge is part of the Atlantic Ocean Road, and its twisted, wave-like shape has shocked drivers for decades. From certain angles, it looks like the road just disappears into the sky. Built in the 1980s, this bizarre structure is the longest of 8 bridges along the route, extending 23 meters straight into the sea. During storms, waves crash violently over the bridge, completely drenching vehicles and sometimes blocking visibility altogether. It's not uncommon for drivers to stop midway, gripped by panic as the ocean roars beneath them. Locals gave it the nickname the Drunk Bridge for its wild, swerving design. And the name fits all too well. With its steep inclines, sudden dips, and unpredictable sea spray, crossing it feels more like surviving a thrill ride. One wrong move in bad weather, and you could be swept straight into the icy Atlantic. Many assume that adding more lanes will solve traffic problems, but that's far from the truth. Take this 50-lane highway in China, for example. Following a holiday weekend, thousands of families found themselves trapped in a massive traffic jam, crawling at a snail's pace for hours with no way out. Vietnam might just be the last place you'd want to listen to an audiobook while driving. Blink for a second and you might miss 100 near misses. Walking here isn't much easier. Being a pedestrian feels more like a real-life video game, and trust me, it's not a level you'd recommend to anyone. The streets are a sea of motorcycles, weaving through traffic like a perfectly choreographed dance. It looks chaotic, but somehow it works. What's the secret? With hardly any traffic lights or signs, people can't rely on rules. They have to rely on each other. Eyes are sharp, reflexes sharper. Everyone's constantly alert because there's no room for mistakes. If you grew up in a snowy region, you've probably dug little tunnels or built forts in the snow for fun. But in Japan, they've taken snowplay to a whole new level by carving out an actual road through towering snowdrifts. Every year, an army of snowplows works tirelessly to create the incredible Tateyama Snow Corridor in the Japanese Alps. What starts as a buried mountain pass is transformed into a surreal pathway flanked by snow walls that can reach up to 18 meters. That's nearly the height of a 6-story building. This isn't just a road, it's a winter wonderland on wheels. Tourists from around the world come to walk or ride through this frozen canyon, marveling at the sheer height and purity of the snow. What makes it even more breathtaking is the contrast. The brilliant blue sky stretches overhead, while both sides are lined with massive, blindingly white walls. It's like stepping into another world. One where nature's power and human persistence meet in perfect harmony. This isn't just winter, it's winter redefined, Japan style. Well, Lake Baikal is the deepest lake in the world, but in winter, that hardly matters. The ice becomes so thick that it can even support the weight of a car. From February to March, an ice road opens up, offering an unforgettable journey with breathtaking scenery. The Dalton Highway in Alaska isn't for the faint of heart. Stretching across remote wilderness with fewer than 100 residents along the way, it's one of the most isolated roads in the U.S. In winter, it turns brutal. Visibility drops to near zero. Icy winds slam your vehicle and the road becomes a frozen slick. There's no cell service, no help nearby, and no room for mistakes. But for those who dare, it's a journey through raw, untouched beauty, and one you'll never forget. With its stunning alpine views, the Stelvio Pass in the Italian Alps might look like a dream drive. But don't be fooled. This winding mountain road climbs to a staggering 2,757 meters and snakes through 46 kilometers of tight, hairpin turns. Every corner holds a surprise, making it one of the most accident-prone routes in the region. Luckily, most drivers respect the danger, choosing caution over speed as they navigate this thrilling yet treacherous pass. The next time you're frustrated in traffic, spare a thought for this road. Deep in Russia's Sakha Republic, this isn't your average highway. It's 130 kilometers of slippery, unforgiving clay. Driving here isn't just a commute. It's a battle against the elements, where every meter feels like a victory. It might seem incredible, but this railroad bridge, opened in 1900, is still in use today. Currently, 2 trains cross it daily. The Gotek Viaduct, located in Myanmar, stands 250 meters high and stretches over 600 meters long. Despite its fragile appearance, it offers a memorable journey you won't forget. Black Bear Road in Colorado lives up to its name. For a bear, the path might be manageable, but for vehicles, it's a whole different story.
It takes 2 hours to cover just 19 kilometers.
All right, now you gotta turn hard.
Covering just 19 kilometers can take over 2 hours, thanks to the road's treacherous twists and turns.
Keep that turn.
Sitting at nearly 4,000 meters above sea level, it's considered one of the most dangerous roads in the United States. In bad weather, it becomes completely impassable, and frequent rockfalls only intensify the risk. It's not just a drive, it's a test of nerve and machine.
definitely better to do this.
Iron Mountain Road in the United States offers breathtaking views that are well worth slowing down for. Not just for safety, but to truly soak in the surrounding beauty.
All these twisties, I mean, it's awesome.
One of its most iconic features is the Needle's Eye Tunnel, aptly named for its incredibly narrow dimensions. Measuring just 2.4 meters wide and 3.6 meters high, it's a tight squeeze even for a standard bus. Navigating through this tunnel feels like threading a needle, an unforgettable experience that adds to the thrill of the journey. Mount Shaman in China is a popular tourist destination, offering multiple routes to reach its breathtaking summit. One of the most striking options is the 99 Bends Road, also known as the Avenue to the Sky, which ascends more than 1,500 meters from the mountain's base. While it's an impressive feat of engineering, its sharp hairpin turns and reputation as one of the world's top 10 most dangerous roads often lead visitors to choose the cable car instead. The road may thrill adrenaline junkies, but for most, the skies feel like a safer route to the top. Bridges are usually elevated high above water, but this floating bridge in China breaks the norm. Designed to carry vehicles weighing up to 2.8 tons, it allows drivers to travel almost directly on the surface of the Qing River. For safety, the speed limit is capped at 20 kilometers per hour. Stretching just 400 meters and surrounded by breathtaking landscapes, it's a spot where no one's in a hurry, and every moment feels like part of the journey. These are views from the cockpit of a ship, or at least that's what it feels like when driving the Passage du Gois, a unique road in France that connects the island of Noirmoutier to the mainland. For most of the day, the road lies submerged beneath 1.5 to 4 meters of water. Built on a natural dike, it's only accessible twice a day during low tide. Though it's just 4 kilometers long, timing is everything. Many drivers don't make it across in time. So, if you're planning to take the trip, you might want to keep a lifeboat in the trunk just in case. Welcome to the Guoliang Tunnel in China, an awe-inspiring road carved directly into a mountainside. This incredible feat was achieved by a group of determined villagers who, cut off from the outside world, spent 5 years chiseling out a 1.2-kilometer tunnel to reach nearby towns. What began as a necessity has now become a symbol of resilience and a popular destination that draws tourists from around the world. It's often said that the most dangerous part of air travel is the drive to the airport. And in this case, that's probably true. This is the road leading to Jumla Airport, tucked deep in the mountains of Nepal. After making it through this journey, a little turbulence will feel like nothing. The route is packed with hundreds of sharp turns, winding along sheer cliffs that plunge hundreds of meters straight down. It's not just a road, it's an adrenaline test before your flight even begins. This 36-kilometer road, with an astonishing 600 sharp curves, is enough to make your head spin just looking at it. Completed in 2019, it follows the route of the ancient Silk Road. Despite its short length, the drive can take 2 to 4 hours due to the relentless twists and turns. Thankfully, the breathtaking scenery along the way makes every minute of the journey worth it. This abandoned lead mine in Thailand has found new life as a unique tourist attraction, now transformed into an underground tunnel adventure. Locally known as the 3D Cave Tunnel, the winding passage stretches for 50 kilometers, making it essential to hire a guide before exploring its depths. Stretching across the Florida Keys, the 7-mile bridge lives up to its name with an impressive span and a fascinating history. The original bridge was destroyed by a powerful hurricane in 1935. Decades later, in the 1980s, a modern replacement was built nearby, while the old structure found new life as a scenic pedestrian walkway. At the time of its completion, the new bridge was recognized as the longest continuous concrete segmental bridge in the world. At first glance, this road in Utah might look like just another dirt path, but it's far more treacherous than it seems. While it's fairly manageable in dry conditions, even a light rain can turn it dangerously slick. Local guides strongly advise waiting for the road to completely dry before attempting the drive. With sharp curves, unstable terrain, and the constant risk of landslides, a single slip could send you sliding into the river valley far below. This balcony road in France isn't for the faint of heart. It's a route best suited for those unshaken by heights. Carved into steep cliffs and winding through narrow mountain gorges, the road offers breathtaking views and adrenaline-pumping moments. The real challenge lies in navigating oncoming vehicles, as the path is barely wide enough for one car. When two meet, one driver must often back up with precision to let the other through. Bangladesh is another place where road chaos reigns. Here, traffic jams don't just begin in the city center. They start on the outskirts. Over the past decade, the average traffic speed has dropped from 21 kilometers per hour to just 7 kilometers per hour. And the noise? It's as if drivers are using their horns to add to the chaos rather than cut through it. This might be one of the most unusual markets in the world, set right alongside an active railway track. Each day, around 20 trains pass through at a cautious speed of just 30 kilometers per hour. As soon as a train approaches, vendors swiftly clear their stalls, pulling back awnings and goods with practiced precision, only to set everything back up moments after it passes. Shibuya Crossing in Tokyo holds the title of the world's busiest pedestrian intersection, with up to 3,000 people crossing at once in every direction. It's also home to the iconic Hachiko statue, though in a crowd like this, even he would have a hard time finding his owner. If you think Africa is all sunshine and clear skies, think again. This footage captures a highway in Kenya blanketed in dense fog, reducing visibility to near zero. As a result, local road services were working overtime to manage the situation. The mountain roads of Himachal Pradesh are as breathtaking as they are deadly. Narrow, winding paths hug steep cliffs with no guardrails in sight, and one wrong move could send a vehicle plunging hundreds of meters below. Landslides, blind turns, and unpredictable weather only add to the risk, making it a journey best suited for skilled drivers with nerves of steel.